Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Orem High School, where your Carbon Dinos set to take on the Morgan Trojans. And Jeff, before we get to tip-off, you have some starting lineups for us.
Starting lineup, I want to remind everyone our starting lineups brought to you by Charlie's Pond. Charlie's Pond brings you the starting lineup and wants to thank the community for keeping them in business for 30 years. Go down and make a deal at Charlie's Pond. Save yourself some cash. Charlie's Pond, 115 West Main. Looks like the Trojans have number 1, Hadley, number 2, Hurd, 3 Miles, 21, Calderwood, and Hanson as their starter. And we, of course, have Ty Anderson, Zamatakis, Bennett, Hillam, and Lewis starting for us. The opening tip-off was brought to you by Labor Finders and Edgy Bling. Get matched to the right job, gaining flexibility you want, make an impact on your community at Labor Finders. It's all about you and the great styles without the road trip. Edgy Bling, located on East Main, next to the radio station. The game has started.
And ladies and gentlemen, opening tip controlled by the Carbon Dinos. They go down on their first offensive possession. Derek Hillam hits a corner 3 to put your Carbon Dinos up 3-0 with 7:16 left on your first quarter scoreboard. So talking about some of the highlights, and I think we got caught off for some of the pregame, I'm sorry. You know, Carbon's going to have to do a good job today on Miles. He's their big senior coming in, averaging 15.8 a game. So a matchup with him versus Hillam is going to be an interesting one. Derek coming in, averaging 18 points for the Carbon Dinos. And just like you said, Big Lou is going to have to be a big contributor today for these Carbon Dinos to be successful.
I want to see Big Lou get going and have a good game today. I also want to see, we got Jacob, what's his name? I just went blank, never mind. Oh, my heavens. Nilsson.
Oh, Caleb Nilsson.
Caleb Nilsson. We need to get him involved. He's always open underneath. He's not in there right now, but.
He's not. So, Carbon Dinos controlling the front court. Hillam with it. He goes right to left, dishes it off to Ty Anderson. Ty dribbles top of the court, gets it out to Zamatakis in the short corner to Hillam. He drives. He's cut off baseline. Tough shot right there by Hillam. Rebounded and off to the Morgan Trojans. They're going to bring him to the front court. And I got to get some numbers here, folks, so I apologize. Number 30, Hanson, controlled for them. He stutter steps, blows right by the Carbon defense to put it another 2 points in for Morgan. Morgan takes control now, 4-3 with 6:07 left on your first quarter scoreboard. Carbon drives down quick, Colin Lewis into
nice
Derek
play.
Hillam. A beautiful cut right there by Derek Hillam. And what a find by Colin Lewis. Put the Dinos back up 5-4 with 5:55 left to go. So Morgan brings it in the front court. Hanson, the sophomore, he controls. He goes left to right, dishes it off to Hurd. Hurd down low to the big boy.
Oh, he's a big kid.
He is, and that's Calderwood. He's the senior, averaging 8.9. He puts it in for another easy 2 to put the Morgan Trojans right back up 6-5. So good start to this game for both teams, shooting a high percentage. Hillam brings it down, gets Ty Anderson. Braxton Bennett wide open from 3. Oh, in and out, and Morgan able to control the rebound. They push quick with Miles. And I'm not sure what they see there. It looks like we're going to have a 30-second timeout.
So let's take a minute and recognize our first quarter scoreboard. It's 6-5 on your Save On Propane scoreboard. Save On Propane. Go see Amber for all your barbecue tanks, trailer tanks, and propane for your home. Cyril's is located at 1641 East, 1000 South in Price. They're always trying to save you money. Thank you, Cyril's Save On Propane for
Absolutely.
the first quarter scoreboard.
So back to live action. I don't know if we had blood or something on the court, but nonetheless, the Morgan Trojans control now. They get it in the hands of Hadley. Hadley looking down low. He goes to the top, hits Hurd to the right. Back out to Hanson. Hanson dribble drive, and boy, he's been aggressive off the start for the Morgan Trojans. He misses. Derek Hillam into the front court, gets it off to Colin Lewis over to Ty Anderson. Into the corner, Braxton Bennett. He terminates, brings it back out to the top, and Hillam's going to reset for the Carbon Dinos. He gives it up to Ty Anderson. Get a call out from Coach Wilson. They set it up. Gets it to Zamatakis. Short corner to Hillam. All the way top. Ty Anderson wide open. Doesn't take the shot. Moving around quick. Goes from Lewis to Hillam. Back to Ty Anderson. Trojans cut him off there, and they're able to strip it away from him. They push up quick. They get it up to Hurd. Hurd corrals it, gets it into the hands of Hadley,
Hadley.
Quick on the score. Put the Morgan Trojans up 8-5 with 4:22 left on your first quarter scoreboard. So Morgan running a little bit of a trap, and Hillam able to get out of it, gets it to Ty Anderson, down low to Lewis. Back to Hillam for 3, and it is up and good.
Nice shot, Hillam.
Derek Hillam, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line to tie it up at 8 points apiece. with 4:05 left on your first quarter scoreboard.
I see Rory Bradley's out there listening to us. Give a shout out to the Chief of Wellington today. Hey, Roar, glad you're listening,
Good morning,
buddy.
Roar. So Hansen controls for Morgan. They get it in the hands of Thackeray. Thackeray looks over for the leading scorer for them, the Miles. Miles with the deep three. And boy, contested three right there by Hillam, and Miles was still able to hit. Not seen him play yet, but he's a quality shooter. You can tell by that first attempt that he just took. So in the backcourt, Ty Anderson gets it to Hillam, back to Anderson over in the short corner. Oh, and Colin Lewis wide open.
Oh, and it just teetered right there.
Point blank range. Need to use the backboard in that on that shot. But so Morgan controls deep three right there by the sophomore, number 30 Hansen. He misses. Derek Hillam takes a rebound. He pushes up quick into the front court. Dribble drive, twists and turns, finds Ty Anderson on the wing. Ty drives, dishes off to Lewis, and back in the hands of Hillam. And Ty Anderson's going to reset the offense from the top of the key.
Hillam has all 8 of our points in this first period
on
our Save On Propane scoreboard.
Ty Anderson
just put 3 in.
Got some contribution for Ty Anderson on the wing. That puts Carbon back knotted up at 11 apiece with the Morgan Trojans. 2:50 left in this first quarter. That is absolutely flying by. No fouls either, and it's nice. The flow of the game's not slowed down with a lot of whistles.
Yeah, this is crazy. It's a fast game. Bunch of shooters today.
Absolutely. So Miles for Morgan. He misses from the top of the key. Rebounded by Lewis. He hands off to Hillam. Hillam pushes up, takes a screen from Lewis from deep three, and he's off. It's rebounded and pushed up by the by the sophomore Hansen. Hansen dribble drive, dishes it off to Miles, and Miles is the shooter, and he's good for 3 from the corner. He's the one you can't let beat you. We talked about him pregame, 15.8 points, and he's hit his first 2 threes.
This game reminds me of 2 Wild West gunslingers going at it.
Right now they are, and
nice play by Hadley.
So
Miles.
Morgan misses a shot. Miles comes up over the back of Ty Anderson, gets a rebound, puts it back in, puts Morgan up 16-11 still by them, and they push up quick to number 2 Hurt, and it's getting out of control fast. 18-11 right now. The Morgan Trojans lead the Carbon Dinos. Looks like Coach is going to take a 30-second timeout. Coach Wilson will do the same. We'll be right back with you live on KUSA FM 100, The Buzz.
Serving the 3-county area, Desert View Federal Credit Union is large enough to offer big credit union services while still putting a name with a face. With competitive loan rates, commercial and personal loans, online banking, 24-hour ATM, plus much more, Desert View and its members make decisions that directly benefit the local community. With a branch in Huntington and Farron, Desert View is your partner in your financial future.
You know, we're almost matching him.
I don't mind him scoring, but you can't give him wide open threes.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to live coverage of Dinos basketball. Orem High School, Jeff Wood alongside Zach Palacios here. Coming at you live with 1:48 left in the first quarter. The Carbon Dinos trail the Morgan Trojans 18-11. And in the break, we were talking about it. Miles, the big senior for Morgan. Boy, he is a shooter. He's got a quick 10 points for them, and it's something they're going to have to make an adjustment with to corral him.
Yeah, they're going to want to get a handle on him.
So Ty Anderson brings it in the front court. He turns it over. It's stolen away and into the hands of Russell, a junior. He dishes off, finds Oriad. Let's see, what is that? Ordain, I'm sorry. And he misses shot, rebounded by Hillam. Hillam pushes up in the front court. Just about loses it. He corrals it, gets in the hands of Bradford, who just checked in for the Dinos. Back to Caleb Nelson.
There's Caleb, he's in the game.
Another sub for Carbon Dinos. Bradford on the wing, takes it high to Hillam, top of the key. He goes one-on-one, he spins, drives, 10-foot fall-away jump shot. Oh, in and out, rebounded by Caleb Nelson, had it, went off his head and out of bounds.
Caleb jumped too soon. That was one of those deals. He was coming down as the ball was. He couldn't quite reach it.
Took an extra spin around the rim and caused a little bit of misstep right there. So the Morgan Trojans are going to control. They'll bring it into the front court in the hands of Russell. Russell gets it off to...
Got 53 seconds left.
Gets it off to Thackeray. Thackeray out to Hadley. Hadley kicks it off back to Thackeray.
It's like they're going to just move it around for the last point here.
Thackeray looks for Russell. Russell goes between the legs, hands it off to Hadley. Hadley pushes it in deep to the big guy. That's Calderwood. He misses point blank range, and Ty Anderson pushes up with 30 seconds left on your first quarter scoreboard. Ty into the front court, hands off to Derek Hillam, and it looks like the Carbon Dinos is going to reset and take the last shot. 18-11 on your first quarter scoreboard, brought to you by Cyril Save on Propane. See Amber for all your propane needs. So with 14 seconds left, belt high dribble, Derek Hill between the legs. Looks like he's going to go at about 6 seconds. He's going to go one-on-one, dribbles between the legs, goes to his left. He's pushed, hands it off to Bradford. Bradford had the three, he passes it up. Tough contested shot by Ty Anderson from top of the key, and no foul. He ends up on his back, and they don't call it. So the Carbon Dinos go into the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, they trail the Morgan Trojans 18-11. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back with you live on KWSA and FM 100 The Buzz.
Your young athlete is one of a kind, and you should know you're their biggest fan. So when they have a sports injury, don't stay on the sidelines. Take an active role in getting them back in the game. Choose High Desert Orthopedics and Sports Medicine to get your athlete back in the game. Dr. Kelly Jensen is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon who excels in his field, so you can excel on yours.
Hi, I'm orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kelly Jensen. From diagnosis to rehabilitation, let our team at High Desert Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide you with the care you need to get back in the game.
High Desert Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is located at 280 North Hospital Drive, Suite 3.
Down now.
It's just You want to do the second quarter scoreboard?
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live action of Carbon Dinos basketball in Orem High School. The Carbon Dinos trail 18-11 at the start of the second quarter. And
Second quarter scoreboard's brought to you by Price Pediatric Dental. Dr. Markham and Lund are the team at Price Pediatric Dental and are committed to providing your family with the highest quality possible of pediatric dentistry and price. From first tooth to teen, call them at 637-9590.
And the Morgan Trojans will control the beginning of the second quarter. They get it in the hands of Russell. Russell, deep three from the wing, and he's able to hit. Extends that Trojan lead to 10. 21-11 on your second quarter scoreboard, 7:25 left. Ty Anderson in the front court on the wing. He goes left to right around to Hillam's screen. Gets it off wide open. Caleb Nelson from the corner, just in and out, but tipped, and Morgan's able to control it. That's controlled by Miles. He gets it back into the hands of Russell, and Russell will bring it down, and Morgan will reset their offense.
I like that shot for Caleb.
I do. It's a good-looking shot. And Russell, another deep three off the backboard. No good there. Caleb Nelson able to corral the rebound, gets it to Hillam. Hillam will bring it down. He goes left to right, drives, gets it off to Braxton Bennett back in the game. Braxton out to Bradford. Bradford gets it in the hands of Ty Anderson and back, reset the offense with Derek Hillam up top. So Hillam goes right to left, spins in the lane.
Good move.
Nice push by him, and tough shot off the backboard, and it looked like it was going to be corralled by Morgan, but they actually step out of bounds. So the Carbon Dinos will retain possession.
Big Lou's back in.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to see Lou back in there. So they'll be underneath their own basket on the baseline. Ty Anderson to inbound for the Dinos. Ty gets it into Caleb, right back in the hands of Ty Anderson. He brings it to the top of the key. Looking for Hillam off the screen, doesn't find him, and Colin Lewis has it stripped away by Miles. He goes right to left, and he's going to be fouled on the floor by Ty Anderson. Good foul by Ty, not giving up that easy bucket. And that'll be the first team foul for the Morgan Trojan, or for the Carbon Dinos. So excellent foul right there by Ty Anderson, not to give up the bucket, and doesn't hurt anybody. That's his first personal foul. First foul of the game.
First foul of the game, yep.
I like that that movement. So Miles drives, gets it into Caldwell. Caldwell kicks it back out to Hurd. Hurd from three.
Wow.
And another three-pointer. These Morgan Trojans are on fire from the outside. They extend to a 13-point lead. 24-11 with 6:11 left on your second quarter scoreboard. And their second quarter scoreboard brought to us by Price Pediatric Dental, Dr. Markham and Dr. Lund, to take care of you from first tooth to teen. So Ty Anderson on the wing, and he's looking for Caleb Nelson on the cut. Baseline, gets it back to Ty Anderson, finds Derek Hillam. He drives, he's cut off baseline, clears it out to Caleb Nelson. Nelson to Ty Anderson, they're gonna reset the offense. And I'll tell you what, Derek Hillam is getting a lot of attention, and understandably so. So Caleb Nelson drives, gets it off to a wide open Colin Lewis, and
nice
it's up
shot,
and good
Lewis.
for three for Colin Lewis. So that ends the drought right there for the Carbon Dinos. First points of this second quarter with 5:30 left on your scoreboard. The Carbon Dinos trail 24-14 to the Morgan Trojans. And Morgan will control. It's in the hands of Hurd. He drives by Bradford, dishes it off to Miles, and Miles shoots from 3. And a rare miss for him, and they're going to call an offensive rebounding foul. That's going to go against the big guy, Calderwood, underneath. So that'll be his first team foul. One personal foul for Caldwell, 1 team foul each. And he's going to take a seat.
Calderwood looks like he could play for the Jazz, Zach.
He is a big
He's a
boy.
big kid.
Yeah, not only, he's probably goes 6'4", 6'5", but all of probably 230.
I was going to say, he's got some beef. He's a big kid.
I got beef. I ain't got no height. So Carbon Dino control. Colin Lewis into the short corner on Braxton Bennett. Gets it out high to Ty Anderson. He drives. Nice move by Ty. He's stripped, and Miles in the hands for the Morgan Trojans. He Euro steps, and he is swatted by Braxton Bennett out of bounds. Nice defensive play right there by Braxton Bennett. So Morgan will control baseline underneath their own basket. Miles on the inbound. You got to watch for him to get it and then get it right back to him. They don't run it that way, but he comes off of a screen, picks it up, and he dishes off to just checked into Wells. Wells gets it into the hands of Cameron. Cameron, that's his first shot attempt. He misses. And unfortunately for Carbon, just a wide open shot right there for Wells, the aforementioned junior that just checked in. He hits a 3. And Morgan getting too many offensive rebounds right now for this Carbon Dinos team to stay in this game. So Carbon pushes up, Bradford controls, he'll get into the hands of Ty Anderson. Ty Anderson's gonna reset the offense. Off the wing, gets it back to Bradford. Bradford back to Anderson in the short corner, finds Lewis down low. Back to Anderson, and it's up and good
nice
for
shot,
3
Ty.
for Ty Anderson.
That's 2 threes for Ty today.
Absolutely, and nice to see him heating up. So that'll cut the lead to 10 points, 27-17 with 4:01 left on your second quarter scoreboard. And Hansen, the sophomore, controls for Morgan. He's looking hard for Miles. Takes a screen and up and in. Tough shot right there for Hansen, but good composure for him to be able to make it. And Ty Anderson dribbles into a double team off the leg of a Morgan Trojan, but they're going to call the foul. And I think they're going to get number 12. That'll be Cameron, the junior. That'll be his first. That'll be his first personal foul. Morgan's second team foul, and the Morgan Trojans lead 29-17 over the Carbon Dinos with 3:45 left on your second quarter scoreboard. So Bradford cross-court pass to Caleb Nelson, back to the hands of Ty Anderson. It's a deep 3 by him. It's off, and it's rebounded right there by Hansen. Hansen pushes up. He finds Miles, the big senior for Morgan Trojans, and Ty Anderson able to swat it away. I thought it was going to stay with Carbon, or go over to Carbon, I'm sorry, but Morgan's going to maintain possession. So Miles inbounds, he gets it to Hansen. Hansen's going to reset the offense, takes a call from the coach. Between his legs twice, he goes right to left, spins, middle of the key, gets it off to Miles. Miles off the corner, and that is a tough shot and contested by Bradford. Rebounded to Ty Anderson. He pushes up, he finds Colin Lewis on the wing, tough, long 3 for Colin Lewis just off the front of the iron, and it's controlled by Hansen for the Morgan Trojans. And he'll push into the front court. Gonna reset, and it looks like they're gonna run a screen for Hurd coming off of it. Well, they get it into the hands of Cameron instead, and Cameron gets it back to Hansen. Gonna call a kick ball right there by Caleb Nelson, and we're gonna have a sub for the Carbon Dinos. Bradford's gonna take a seat, and he'll him back in.
You got 2 minutes, 54 seconds on your Price Pediatric Dental scoreboard, 29-17. Trojans are taking control of the game for now, but the Dinos aren't out of this. They can still come back.
No, they're not. You know, Morgan got hot that second quarter from 3, and Carbon may have to extend that defense a little bit to slow that down, but right now they're well within striking distance of the Morgan Trojans. So 29-17, 2:54, Morgan to inbound, and they look for Hurd coming off a screen. They don't find him, but they find a wide open underneath. That's going to be Spence, and that'll be his first basket of the game to extend a 14-point lead for the Morgan Trojans, 31-17. Carbon brings it in the front court. Ty Anderson gets it out to Bennett. Bennett back to Ty Anderson. Skip pass goes over to Caleb Nelson. Long shot for Ty Anderson. It's up and off, and that's rebounded right there by Spence, and he'll push, get it into the hands of Miles, the senior guard for Morgan, and he gets it to Hansen. Hansen's going to reset the offense, and I'll tell you, I'm impressed with Hansen. He's a sophomore, but he is a baller. You can see it.
Yeah, he's a good little ball player. He's got a bright future.
He does. Very composed, good dribbler, and a heck of a shooter thus far for the Morgan Trojans. So back in the hands of Hansen. He dribble drives, gets it off to Hadley. Hadley looks, and he finds a wide open Miles, and that's not but that's not who you want shooting. So Miles is able to hit another three. That extends to a 17-point lead, 34-17. And Morgan misses they miss the intercepted pass. Carbon has a wide open play, and unfortunately they're not able to convert. And Morgan just quick down the court. Hurd with an easy 2-point, 10-foot jump shot. That extends to a 36-17 lead for the Morgan Trojans, and they're Carbon's seen enough. They're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be right back with you live.
Your young athlete is one of a kind, and you should know.
With made-to-go deli items, including its world-famous pizza, locally.
Are you tired of having to spend more time in the dental office than necessary? Why not minimize that by having your crown completed in a single visit? At Dr. Brett Lowe's office in Price, the highly trained team can fabricate porcelain crowns and other restorations in as little as 60 to 90 minutes with no impressions or temporary crowns. Most dental insurance plans are accepted. Call 637-2929 today to schedule your appointment.
Now 36-17 on your second quarter scoreboard with 1:44 left. And a reminder, our second quarter scoreboard is brought to us by Price Pediatric Dental. Dr. Markham and Dr. Lund and the team at the Price Pediatric Dental are committed to providing your family with the highest possible quality of pediatric dentistry and price. From first tooth to teen, call them at 637-9590. And again, we appreciate their sponsorship, making this available.
You know, it's nice to see so many Carbon fans here. I see the stands filled with Carbon fans. I see Principal Bean over there across from us.
Yeah, good man. Everybody braved the treacherous weather coming up over the summit this morning. And it was nasty, I'll tell you. I was going to turn around, but Jeff said I couldn't. So Carbon controls, and they get it down low to Ty Anderson. Ty Anderson on the baseline. He's blocked, but they're going to call a foul on the body, and that'll send Ty to the free throw line. First free throws of the game for either team. Third team foul for the Morgan. Ty Anderson at the charity stripe for his first shot.
Ty's usually pretty good for a couple points in the free throws.
Absolutely. Ooh.
Well,
You
there's
did
the
it.
curse of the broadcaster.
The curse of the broadcaster. You do it every time.
I do that
So
every
Ty
time.
misses his first free throw. He'll line up for his second shot. And we're not saying anything.
You can't blame that one on me,
Well,
Zach.
you started the trend. So Ty just off the back of the iron on the second free throw. And Hadley for Morgan's going to control. He gets it over to Miles. Miles into the corner to Spence and back to Hadley. Find a wide open Miles off the cut, and he's short on that. But Spence rebounds and gets it low to Thackeray, and Thackeray is up and in. Another offensive rebound for the Morgan Trojans, and right now that is the Achilles heel for the Carbon Dinos. Too many second chance opportunities.
Well, and you look at this Trojan team, they're all scoring. You know, every one of them has got points.
Yeah,
just about.
they're a well-rounded team. So Hillam off the miss. They get it into the hands of Hadley. Hadley gets it over to Miles, and Miles, great defensive effort right there by Derek Hillam to get a block on Miles, and he flies out of bounds. It'll go off Hillam, maintain possession for the Morgan Trojans, and Miles will take it out of bounds baseline. He gets in, he looks, and he finds Russell, and Russell finds Miles back in the corner. Miles one-on-one with Hillam. He'll terminate and get it back out to Russell. Russell finds Miles again, into the hands of Hadley. Hadley, they're swinging it around. Folks, I'm trying to keep up, but I'm having a hard time. That was Spence on the drive, and he's going to be fouled by Conley, who just checked in for the Carbon Dinos. That'll be his first foul. Carbon Dinos' second team foul, and that's going to send Spence to the free throw line for the Morgan Trojans.
It almost sent him into the stands. He slid clear over there into the bleachers.
He did. I'm going to go talk to Morgan's coach and tell him to quit substituting. I can't keep up with all these players. So first shot by Spence is up and good. And that'll send Miles to the bench for the Morgan Trojans. He'll have a break, and that's a good break for the Carbon Dinos because Miles right now sitting with 14 points for the Morgan Trojans in this first half.
Yeah, he's had a good half.
Phenomenal player. I see why he's their team leader. So second shot is up and good by Spence. With 30 seconds left on your second quarter scoreboard, the Morgan Trojans take a commanding 23-point lead, 40-17 over the Carbon Dinos. And Carbon, I think, is going to hold for the last shot, go into the halftime and try to gather themselves a little bit and come out into the second half of this game. So Hillam's going to belt high dribble right to left, just hold at the timeline, 11 seconds to go, gets it off to Bennett. Bennett clears to Lewis. Lewis finds Hillam in the corner. Tough shot by Hillam, and it's contested and blocked by Thackeray, the junior. And Morgan's going to have a half-court shot, and it's a heave. Doesn't hit anything, and folks, that's going to do it for the first half for the Carbon Dinos. Trail the Morgan Trojans 40-17. We'll take a 2-minute and 30-second break, and we'll be right back with you. Live action from Orem High School. Zach Palacios and Jeff Wood calling for KUSA FM 100 The Buzz. You can't see him, and I'm like, no. I can barely see the road.
And elk everywhere. We're going to stop and get some horns on the way home.
Really? Yeah, only when I drive do we ever see elk.
Around here, we like a slower pace, but we don't suffer with slow internet. Emory Telecom provides fiber-fast, reliable internet and Wi-Fi, backed by local customer service. From email checkers to video streamers to hardcore gamers, we've got speed and data options to please all kinds of folks. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. We can't wait to help. Emory Telecom, the right internet connection right where we live.
Shopping for the perfect car, truck, SUV, or van has never been easier at Auto Farm's Price Auto Group. With over 1,000 vehicles to choose from and the ability to shop 24/7 on the web, Auto Farm has the selection and flexibility to get you from your computer to the open road. Simply go to autofarmgroup.com and search the vast inventory of new and used vehicles by year, make, model, or even condition. Auto Farm Price Auto Group, located at 354 South Highway 55 in Price.
The Morgan team has 9 different players that have scored in this first half, with one player scoring 13. Miles has 13 points on the first half. We've only had 3 that scored. We had Hillam scored 8 points, and Lewis with 3, and Anderson with 6. I think we need to get our Dinos scoring some points, man. We need to get that ball moving around a little bit.
Well, and we talked about it pregame. One of the things, that we needed was Caleb Nelson to get involved in Colin Lewis. And right now, looking at the score sheet, Colin Lewis has a 3. Caleb Nelson's been blank thus far in the first half. But I think more than anything, the tell of the tape thus far is offensive rebounds for the Morgan Trojans and points in the paint. And our points in the paint, we'll get to those in just a second, but they are brought to us by...
Points in the paint are brought to us by Carbon Rec. Carbon Rec's bringing actually something kind of cool to us here in the future. Coming to the event center April 24th, American Idol runner-up David Archuleta. He'll be there at 7 p.m. Tickets go on sale February 21st online at www.dle.fun. Go out to Carbon Rec and have a good time. David Archuleta's coming to town.
Yeah, excited to see that. I know some Archuletas from Carbon County, Lynn, but he doesn't sing.
Well, let's give it a shot. Maybe he can open.
Yeah. That might be the one and only time.
That's right. And so points in the paint have been, we've only had 2 points scored in the paint for the Dinos in the first quarter. They didn't get any in the second. The Trojans had 10 and 8. 10 the first quarter, 8 the second.
And this Morgan Trojans team is a big team, but most of those points attributed in points in the paint are a lot of them anywhere on offensive rebounding, and Carbon's going to have to make some adjustments there to control the offensive rebounding for these Morgan Trojans, and we can't live and die by the 3. We don't shoot the 3 well enough as a team collectively, so it's going to be important that Carbon get it down low, try to get Morgan maybe into a little bit of foul trouble, force them to play some defense, and get aggressive, get physical with Caleb Nelson and Colin Lewis.
Take control of the game, get the points where they come. Hey, I want to give a shout out real fast to my good friend Mike Lesser. I know he's listening today. He kind of stalks me, I think, Zach. I agree. I think
you have a few of those.
I think we need to get control of the game and not try to force shots. Take the shots when they come. You know, Anderson did heat up with a couple of three-pointers right off the bat, but that's not his bread and butter shot. You know, I'm hoping that they can work it in, get the twos where they can.
You know, Ty Anderson last game had a phenomenal game. I think he ended up with 19 points for the Carbon Dinos. A lot of those points were taken in the paint. With Ty Anderson's quickness, he's able to get some, 10 to 12-foot jump shots and then also take it directly to the hoop. And I'd like to see a little bit more of that. And as the Morgan defense collapses on him, he's able to wrap around pass, bounce passes. The big guy should be cutting to the hoop, and there should be some open opportunities for the Carbon Dinos. So right now, Carbon trails by 23, 40-17 at the half. And they're going to have to come out and definitely make some changes to get back in this game in the second half.
But it's not unobtainable. I mean, they could turn this around. I've seen the Dinos heat up. I've seen Hillam heat up with his threes on the outside and couldn't miss one day. You know, I mean, you just never know how it's going to go quarter to quarter. So.
Yeah, and the Carbon Dinos gave up 22 points in that second quarter. Well within striking distance after the first 18-11 they were down. 7-point lead, that's nothing. But when that 7-point lead balloons into 23 at the half and Morgan Trojans shooting with more and more confidence, it's just important that they get a couple of stops early on, go down, get some easy baskets and see if they can't turn things around. So we're going to take a 3-minute break and we'll be back second half live coverage of Morgan Trojans and Carbon Dinos from Orem High School on KUSA FM 100 The Buzz.
Getting injured is nothing to celebrate, but getting back in the game is. Dr. Clinton Lordson and his team at Castleview Family Medicine will work to get you back in the game through diagnosis, treatment, and prevention. We'll get you back to the field and keep you there. When you have a sports-related injury, think Dr. Clinton Lordson at Castleview Family Medicine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Clinton Lordson, and at Castleview Family Medicine, your health is our goal.
Castleview Family Medicine is located at 945 West Hospital Drive, Suite 8.
With 2 locations to serve you, J&D Automotive in Castledale and Green River deliver authentic Napa auto parts with a local smile. Whether it's tires, fluids, tune-ups, or a complete engine diagnostic, J&D Automotive offers complete repair of domestic and foreign cars and light trucks. And with ASC certified and trained technicians, you can drive easy knowing your car will get you and your family down the road safely.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
Have a home improvement project? Don't go over the hill. Stop by Magnuson Lumber in Castledale for the tools and expertise you need. Whether it's a new coat of paint in the living room or building your dream home, Magnuson has the supplies you need to get the job done. Our friendly, well-trained staff will help you with any project, and we'll deliver to both Emery and Carbon counties. Visit Magnuson Lumber at 495 East Main in Castledale.
The men and women of Nielsen Construction pride themselves in taking care of their customers wherever and whenever they are needed. They provide service in the fields of heavy excavation, road construction, concrete operations, crane operations, welding, and much more. Their trucking division provides coal service hauling for area coal mines, and their fleet of heavy hauling transports provides overside load transportation for a long list of customers who need material delivered safely and on time. Nielsen Construction is locally owned and a proud supporter of the athletic departments in Carbon, Emery, and Grand County. No matter the size of the project, Nielsen Construction has the experience, equipment, and manpower to get the job done.
With 5 locations in Carbon, Emery, and Uintah counties, Pro Rehab Physical Therapy is committed to providing its customers with the highest quality care available. Come to Pro Rehab for treatment of painful conditions, recovery of function, and injury prevention. Contact Pro Rehab at 613-1500 or swing by its location at 590 East, 100 North in Price. Go to ProRehabPT.com for a list of office locations. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy. Come as patients, leave as friends.
Engine Repair Shop. Find them at 345 East Main Street in Price. Come see us or call us at 630-7099. And while we have a second, we want to give a shout out to our True Blue sponsors. Some of our True Blue sponsors that make this available and the broadcast to all our fans: John's Auto Tech, Emery Telecom, Pro Rehab, Krantz Motors, Los Humbertos, and Carbon Emery Insurance.
Yeah, we want to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible. This is a good time for us, and it's a good service for the community.
Absolutely. So second quarter or second half action, Carbon Dynos control. Ty Anderson in the front court. He goes right to left. He's guarded close. He drives the lane, and just like we talked about, but he's swatted. It's going to be taken by Thackeray and then back. Stole by Derek Hillam, and they push up quick for the Morgan Trojans, get into the hands of Miles, and they're going to call a foul, but they're going to call it on the ground by Zamatakis, and that's a good foul by John Zamatakis, giving up his first personal foul, but keeping Miles off the scoreboard in the second half and also away from the free throw line, so good foul right there by Zamatakis. So Morgan controls, they inbound, they get into the hands of Thackeray. Thackeray kicks it out to, sorry folks, couldn't see Hansen. Hansen's going to reset the offense for the Morgan Trojans.
This Hansen kid's a good ball player. I like to watch him play.
Absolutely. He goes right to left, and he finds Hadley on the cut. Hadley off the screen, looking, and he clears it out to Thackeray. Thackeray back in the hands of Hansen. He drives, finds a wide open Hadley, and he hits it from 10 foot to extend the Morgan Trojan lead, 17-42 on your second or third quarter scoreboard. So Carbon in the front court. Hillam, he brings it to the timeline, over into the wing. He drives baseline. It's cut off. Looks and finds Ty Anderson, top of the key. They're going to reset the offense. Ty looking for Derek. Derek at the free throw line. He drives. Good move by Derek Hillam on the spin. He's blocked, but they're going to get the body foul, and that's going to go against, I believe, Thackeray, number 20 for the Morgan Trojans. That'll be his first personal foul, first team foul for the Morgan Trojans. And Derek Hillam at the free throw line.
Carbon's got Anderson and Lou. Big Lou's out there. Zamatakis is out there. Hillam. Who else we got out
Starting lineup for the Carbon Dynos: Braxton Bennett. Yeah, and Derek Hillam able to hit the first free throw up and good. So basically starting lineups, same as the beginning of the game. Familiar sight for us for the Carbon Dynos. These guys have been the starting lineups, barring injuries to some of their starters for the whole season for Carbon. And Derek Hillam able to hit on his second free throw. Brings the Carbon Dynos 42-19, trailing the Morgan Trojans with 6:53 left on your third quarter scoreboard. And Morgan into the front court. They get it off the wing to Hansen. Hansen to a wide open Miles, and that is not the guy you want shooting. He's able, or Derek Hillam able to make Miles miss on some defensive pressure. And Colin Lewis into the front court, spin, move, up and under. Beautiful move right there by Colin Lewis. Just missing the Morgan Trojans. They push it up quick into the front court after the rebound. Hansen on the wing. He drives, cut off by Ty Anderson. He'll reset the offense, finds Miles. Miles gets in the hands of Thackeray. Thackeray from 15 feet is up and good, and Morgan Trojans right now finding everything that they're shooting, falling for them. Carbon Dynos in the front court. Derek Hillam, he spins off the wing, goes right to left, gets in the hands of Ty Anderson for three from the wing. A little bit hard off the backboard, battled right there by Derek Hillam. He and Miles going up hard after that, and it's going to go out of bounds off Hillam and into the hands of the Morgan Trojans. And actually, they're going to call a foul on that. I didn't see that. It looked like both boys just battling for the ball, but they're going to get Derek Hillam with a personal foul. First personal foul for Derek Hillam, second team foul for the Carbon Dynos. And that's more fouls than we had in the first half.
Yeah.
So Hansen controls for Morgan. He gets it out to Hadley. Hadley dribble drives, goes off of the screen of Hurd. Gets it in the hands of Hurd on the corner. He's cut off by Braxton Bennett. Gets back up top to Thackeray. Thackeray to Hurd. Hurd on the wing, he's looking. Cross-court pass to Hadley. Cut off right there by Zamatakis, gets in the hands of Miles on the wing. Miles dribble drives, 12-footer, he fakes it, gets it off to Thackeray. Thackeray short on the shot, but able to get his, and it should have been a walk right there. He took 2 steps, gets it back to Hansen. Hansen to Miles, underneath to Hurd. Hurd's cut off by a tribe of Carbon Dynos. To Miles, up and in, and they're gonna call They're actually going to call it travel, and I think that was a good call. He sidestepped Colin Lewis prior to getting it up and on the attempt, so he was looking for the foul. The Carbon Dinos able to cause a turnover right there. Good defensive pressure by the Carbon Dinos. Nick Olson checking in now for the Carbon Dinos. He's going to take the place of John Zamatakis. First time we've seen Nick out on the court. And Ty Anderson on the wing to Derek Hillam. Derek Hillam, 12-foot turnaround jump shot by Derek Hillam is good. Terminated his dribble and then made a really tough turnaround jump shot by Derek Hillam to cut the lead, 44-21.
Was that a 3?
No, should have been a 2. Yeah, 19, we're 2. So 4:44 left on your third quarter scoreboard. Third quarter scoreboard reminder brought to you by Cycle Savers of Price. They're your UV ATV and small engine repair shop. So Carbon able to rebound on the missed shot by the Morgan Trojans. It's pushed up quick. Nick Olson with a wide open 3 from the wing, and he just misses off that. And Morgan races back down in the front court. Hansen, dribble drive, stripped away by Ty Anderson, but retained by Hansen. He goes between the legs, around the back, gets it off to Hurd. Hurd finds Hadley. Hadley gets it in the hands of Thackeray. Thackeray to Hurd. And they're going to reset. And number 3, Miles from 3. Nice defensive pressure right there by Nick Olson, able to cause the miss. Unfortunately, another offensive rebound for Morgan, and they get it down low and into Hadley, contested by Hillam. The missed shot, Ty Anderson pushes up quick, and that should have been a foul. Hansen reaches around, swipes it away from Ty Anderson, and Morgan back on the offensive attack. Hansen on the corner takes a screen, dishes it off down low to Hurd, and Hurd, I'm sorry, that was Hadley. Hadley up with the left on the baseline, and boy, 46-21 lead for the Morgan Trojans with 3:36 left. There's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same.
With hundreds of vehicles to choose from, Auto Farms Price Auto Group is Castle Country's premier location for new and used Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. With skilled auto enthusiasts helping you every step of the way, Auto Farm can get you into the car or truck of your dreams with financing on site. Whether it's a lifted-up Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, or a more fuel-efficient everyday driver, Auto Farms Price Auto Group has or can find exactly what you need. Come see our selection at 354 South Highway 55 in Price.
Looking for a reliable car for college but have little to no established credit? Desert View Federal Credit Union offers vehicle loans as well as credit building signature loans to kickstart your credit score. So get to Desert View Federal Credit Union and get a jump start on your car ownership dreams. With a branch in Huntington and Farron, Desert View is your partner in your financial future.
Second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, the girls looked really good yesterday, and you know these Dino boys are playing. They're playing all right. They're. I just kind of don't. I don't feel like they're on their game today. I hate to say that, but I think they could. It's not too late for them.
No, it's not. You know, and they've held the Morgan Trojans to 6 points in this third quarter with 3:36 left. In sharp contrast to the second quarter where they gave up 22 points. So right now they have an opportunity to scratch and claw their way back into this and at least make it, make them within striking distance of the Morgan Trojans in the fourth quarter. So third quarter, 3:24 left. Derek Hillam controls for the Carbon Dinos. He'll set up, looking for Braxton Bennett on the cut. Hillam gets it low to Caleb Nelson, back out to Hillam. Hillam on the wing, finds cross-court pass to Braxton Bennett. Inside, tries for Nick Olson, and it's stolen away, pushed up by Hansen. Hansen gets it off to Cameron, and Cameron is going to be fouled. No, out of bounds. Carbon Dinos good right there. Looked like Morgan had a runaway easy layup, and I think Nick Olson was the one that got back quick on defense, was able to alter that shot and cause it to go out of bounds. Carbon's going to control. Ty Anderson, he'll bring it into the front court with 2:58 left, 46-21. The Morgan Trojans lead the Carbon Dinos. So Ty Anderson finds Bradford, who just checked into the game. He's on the wing looking for Hillam down low. Ill-advised pass. It's knocked away by Hurd. Hurd gets it over to Russell, and Russell's going to bring it into the front court for Morgan. Morgan gets it to Hurd. Hurd takes a screen. That's a slip screen by Thackeray, and that's a great slip screen and even a better defensive play right there by Caleb Nelson, able to knock it away. But they're going to call the foul with the body of Caleb Nelson. That'll send Thackeray to the line. It's going to be Caleb's first personal foul, the Carbon Dinos' third team foul. And Thackeray to the free throw line. First one is up, and it's good. And Hurd's going to take a seat for Morgan. That will bring Spence back in. And looks like we got another Morgan Trojan player ready to check in. I assume he's checking in for the shooter since he's still sitting here. So Thackeray up and good at the second shot, and sure enough, after that, he'll take a seat. And number 24, Wells, the junior for Morgan, checks in. That extends the Morgan lead to 27 points, 48-21, with 2:33 left on your third quarter scoreboard. Bradford on the wing, gets it down low to Caleb Nelson. Caleb Nelson gets it, skip pass back out to Bradford, to Ty Anderson. Braxton Bennett in the corner, finds Nelson down low. I'm sorry, that's Hillam working hard, and it's able to be knocked away by Spence, and he gets it into the hands of Russell. Russell pushes up for Morgan. He's going to reset the offense. He gets it with the skip pass to, I can't even say that last name. Nonetheless, Wells, the big junior for Morgan, hits another three, extends the lead, 21-50. Carbon in the front court, throws it away. Tough pass right there by Derek Hillam over the head of Caleb Nelson. Unforced turnover. A little frustration setting in, I think, for the Carbon Dinos right now.
Yeah, they're holding them a little better this quarter than they did with their defense. Oh.
Tough screen right there. Ty Anderson fights his way through it. They get it out to Cameron. Cameron with the three from the top of the key. And right now the Morgan Trojans in this or in the second half of this third quarter, they just can't miss. Derek Hillam comes back and he nails a deep three from the wing. 53-24 with 1:30 left on your third quarter scoreboard. Coach Wilson's going to take a 30-second break. We'll do the same. We'll be right back here with live action from Orem High School. KUSAF.
From Delicate Arch to Flaming Gorge, the capital city and round St. George.
At Big O Tires, we shop our competition daily, so we can guarantee you the lowest price on every tire, every day.
That's right. We guarantee the lowest price on every tire, every day.
Great stores statewide, wherever you go, we got you covered at Big O.
They were as well balanced as they are. They're a good team. And shooters, holy moly.
Shooters like crazy, yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Carbon High boys basketball, first round of 3A state playoffs in Orem High School. Alongside Jeff Wood, I'm Zach Palacios. The Carbon Dinos trail the Morgan Trojans 53-24 on your third quarter scoreboard. 1:26 left on the scoreboard. And the Carbon Dinos are fighting hard. Morgan Trojans right now, though, they just are not missing anything. Another deep three right there by Wells. And Wells just setting up in the corner. Calm, cool, and collective knocks down another three. That extends the Morgan lead 56-24. Carbon pushes up quick. Ty Anderson up and under, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. Nice continuation right there by Ty. If it was pro ball, they would have given him that.
Yeah.
So that'll be the third team foul on the Morgan Trojans. Carbon to inbound. Ty Anderson gets it in to Braxton Bennett. And Braxton Bennett finds Derek Hillam on the wing. Hillam with a deep three.
Man,
it's
Hillam's
up
on
and
fire.
Good. Yeah, Derek Hillam keeping the Dinos alive in this game. So with 56 seconds left, the Carbon Dinos trail 56-27 on your third quarter scoreboard. A reminder, third quarter scoreboard brought to us by Cycle Saver Price. And Morgan Trojans able to work it down low to Ordania. He hits another two for the Morgan Trojans. Carbon Dinos into the front court, pushes it up quick. Bradford gets it over to Hillam. Hillam deep three from the top of the key. It's off. Bradford with the rebound. Spins, gets it off to Caleb Nelson on the wing. He gets it off to Derek Hillam. Hillam finds Ty Anderson, top of the key. Dribble drive by him. Tough shot right there by Anderson, and he is able to...
Your young athlete is...
He drew the foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They're going to call that on the floor, so... Ty Anderson doing the right thing, driving to the hoop, but doesn't get the call, the shooting foul. So Braxton Bennett inbounds. He finds Hillam. Hillam out to Ty Anderson. Deep three is missed, and it's rebounded right there. Russell for Morgan. He's going to push it quick, and I picked up pivot foot. They don't call it. They get it back into the hands of Russell. He's guarded close by Ty Anderson. Gets it over to Spence. Spence back to Russell. Russell finds Cameron. Cameron deep three from the wing, up and good, and the Morgan Trojans right at the buzzer hit another just a heartbreaking three-pointer, 61-27 on your third quarter scoreboard. 1 minute break. We'll be right back with you live action of Carbon High Dinos basketball.
With made-to-go deli items, including its world-famous pizza, locally owned and operated BK Stop and Shop in Huntington serves the community with a smile. BK's has long been a gathering place for locals and travelers alike, offering the most basic of snacks to a delicious plate of shrimp. Fill up your vehicle with at least 10 gallons of Sinclair fuel and get a stamp on BK's frequent fueler card toward a free pizza. BK's also offers a catering service for your company party or town festival. BK's is located at 506 Main Street in Huntington.
And I can't hear me. And we're back. So fourth quarter scoreboard is brought to you by Sun Somewhere Real Estate. Somewhere Real Estate Station is your one stop for buying, selling, property management, rental placement, and more. Call them today at 637-5397. With 35 years combined experience, your situation is what they handle. 61-27 for the Trojans right now on your Sun Somewhere scoreboard.
You know, and we were talking about it at the break, Jeff, the Carbon Dinos held the Trojans for the first 6 minutes of that third quarter, well, 5.5 minutes, held them to 7 points, and then unfortunately they give up quick 15 in the last 3 minutes. And it's plays just like that. So Caleb Nelson has the ball. It's stripped away by Miles. Miles with an easy 2 for the Morgan Trojans to extend their lead 63-27. Some new faces in there for the Carbon Dinos. Wright first time and Winfrey first time for the Carbon Dinos check in. Off the steal, Morgan pushes up Hansen in the corner. He's going to clear it out. Hansen for Trojans, belt high dribble. He finds Miles. Miles looking for the cutter, finds Hurd. Back to Hansen. Hansen fakes the 3, up and under. Beautiful
Hansen's
shot right there by
hand.
Hansen. That nice floater by Hansen. And the Carbon Dinos are going to take a, hold this, folks, just a second. I believe they're going to take a 30-second timeout. Now they're going to take a full timeout. I think Carbon Dinos will do the same, or will do the same. We'll be right back with you in 1 minute on Carbon Dinos basketball, KUSA.
With everything your vehicle needs under one roof, Auto Farms Price Auto Group can get you from the service bay to the open road in no time flat. Whether it's an oil change, new tires, body work, or a state inspection, Auto Farm will service any make or model with their staff of certified technicians. From free estimates in the body shop to rental service for major services and free Wi-Fi while you wait for your vehicle in the express oil lane, look no further than Auto Farms Price Auto Group, located at 354 South Highway 55 in Price.
Serving the 3-county area, Desert View Federal Credit Union is large enough to offer big credit union services while still putting a name with a face. With competitive loan rates, commercial and personal loans, online banking, 24-hour ATM, plus much more, Desert View and its members make decisions that directly benefit the local community. With a branch in Huntington and Farron, Desert View is your partner in your financial future.
He does, and on the opposite side of things, on the flip side, the Morgan Trojans filling up the stat sheet from top to bottom. You know, they've got a 5, a 6, a couple guys with 4 points, and just well-balanced scoring from Morgan Trojans team that is obviously, they've earned their ranking as one of the top teams in the state.
So, nice little shot by Ty.
Anderson able to convert on the baseline floater. Carbon Dinos trail 65-29 on your fourth quarter scoreboard, 6:27 left. And for the Morgan Trojans, Hansen brings it up. He throws it away well over the head of Christensen. Christensen, the junior, would have had to have been 7 foot to get that one, and I think he's maybe 5'8". Carbon Dinos will control after the turnover. Ty Anderson in the front court. He brings it up. He goes right to left, dishes it back to Hillam. Hillam on the wing. He's pushed, and I didn't think they were going to get the foul originally, but they do get Hansen with the push. That's going to be the 5th team foul for the Morgan Trojans, first on Hansen. Hillam will take it out of bounds sideline, gets it into Ty Anderson, back in the hands of Derek Hillam. He pushes left to right off the wing. Gets it over to a wide open Tyler Wright, back to Derek Hillam in the corner. Hillam with a three.
Nice
It's
shot,
up, and
Hillam.
it is good. Derek Hillam continuing to fire and hit from the three-point line for the Carbon Dinos. 32-65 with 5:57 left in this fourth quarter scoreboard. Morgan Trojans in control of this one from the wing, and that's the guy we just talked about. That's Christensen, the junior. First points for him tonight. Beautiful looking three, extend the lead, 32-68. And Hillam right back into the front court. Deep three from him from the top of the key. It's rebounded by the aforementioned Christensen. He gets it off to Hansen, the sophomore point guard for Morgan. He gets it out to Hurd. Hurd sets up and he looks and he finds Christensen. Christensen with a deep three. And they're going to call an offensive foul, I believe, on Miles, the senior, for the Morgan Trojans. And I don't think Morgan's coach liked that, getting a little heated. And with 5:26 and your team well within control, they're going to take Miles out. And I think, you know, that's probably a good move for them. I think they've got a competitive team, probably make a deep run in the playoffs, and you definitely don't want to get your star hurt.
That's right.
So Carbon in the front court. Hillam gets it back to Ty Anderson. Ty Anderson misses the three from the top of the key. Morgan with the rebound. They get it into the hands of Russell. Russell pushes up, gets it down. Easy look right there for number 20. That's Calderwood, the senior for Morgan, and Morgan right now just running away with it. Hillam from the wing, deep three, and it's off, hits the supports. It's going to be an out of bounds, going to go back to the hands of the Morgan Trojans. And Carbon watching this one slip away, 70-32, 28-point lead for the Morgan Trojans. And, you know, it's not just all what Carbon has missed. It's Morgan Trojans have been on fire this second half.
They really have. They've played an awesome game. Tough team to beat.
They are. They well balanced and good shooters, you know, disciplined on defense. So they miss. Calderwood with the miss. Derek Hillam quick to the front court. He's up
play,
with the
Hillam.
right hand. Derek Hillam continue to fire up on the offensive end of things for the Carbon Dinos. Brings them to a 70-34 deficit. Morgan Trojans leading Carbon. And Morgan pushes up quick. Tyler Wright gets a hand on it, causes a turnover. Derek Hillam with controlling the ball, gets it in the front court, top of the key. He fakes, gets it off to Ty Anderson. Ty Anderson from the three on the wing. He misses, into the hands of Spence. Spence brings it into the front court for the Morgan Trojans. He's going to dribble drive between the legs. I'm sorry, dribble drive. He's going to go between the legs and gets it off to Ordania. Ordania guarded close right there by Tyler Wright. And they're going to get Tyler on the reach in. That's going to be the fourth team foul for the Carbon Dinos. First team foul for Tyler Wright. And Tyler's going to take a seat. Braxton Bennett and Caleb Nelson back in for the Carbon Dinos. And I was going to say George Zamatakis. John Zamatakis will take a seat for the Carbon Dinos. So 4:02 left on your fourth quarter scoreboard. Deep shot right there by Russell. He misses. And Carbon Dinos pushing in the front court. Ty Anderson with a tough contested jump shot. And they're going to get the foul on the baseline. Ty's going to go to the free throw line. That'll be the 7th team foul on the Morgan Trojans. And I think Ordania will have his first personal foul. So Ty Anderson to the free throw line. See if he can bring the...
Why are you looking at me, Zach? I'm not going to say anything.
Up and in.
There it
the
goes.
Carbon Dinos good on his first attempt, and Ty Anderson will get a second shot from the charity stripe. 35-point lead for the Morgan Trojans on your fourth quarter scoreboard brought to you by Sun Somewhere Real Estate. Karen Martino Basso and her group. Go see them for all your real estate needs. They also do property management, so you know a lot of people in town, not a lot of people, not me, but they have rentals, and if you're looking for someone to manage that property, get a hold of them, they'll help you out.
They'll help you out. The big yellow sign, you can't miss it.
Absolutely. So the Carbon Dinos on defense. Thackeray able to curl around on the left-handed put up, and it's good and in for the Morgan Trojans. Ooh. Derek Hillam pushes quick into the front court, misses a three from the wing. Morgan rebounds, and they're going to bring it down and reset the offense with Russell. Russell contested right there by Ty Anderson, and it's a scramble for it, folks. Ty Anderson on the ground, and they get it into the hands of Christensen for the Morgan Trojans. They push it up to Spence. Spence is going to try to reset, but Derek Hillam tips it away, and they're going to call a foul on Hillam on a reach, and that'll be the fifth team foul, for the Carbon Dinos. Second personal foul for Derek Hillam, who has had an awfully good game tonight for the Carbon High Dinos.
You're looking at 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in this game on your Sun Somewhere Real Estate scoreboard.
Morgan Trojans doubling up the Carbon Dinos 36-72 right now. With 3:11 left, Morgan got some of their younger classmen in. Russell, I believe he is a junior. Oh, I thought he was a sophomore. He's a junior. He controls. He gets it in the hands of Christensen. Christensen with a deep three from the wing misses. Ty Anderson able to jump out of bounds and tip it in to Derek Hillam. Derek Hillam on the wing. He drives, pushes up, and they're going to call. Well, Derek Hillam is going to go for the free throw line. They don't call a shooting foul, but Morgan Trojans in the penalty right now. So it should be one-on-one. Derek Hillam at the free throw line. And Maris Morgan, the young one, sophomore, checking in for the Carbon Dinos. Kean Hatch, who checked in, and I missed him. I apologize. I don't know how. He's 6'6".
Yeah, I saw him for a second, though.
Hard to miss, so he's in and out. And Merrick Morgan checks in. Morgan is sophomore, I believe. Gets nice to see him get some playing time in for the Carbon Dinos. So first shot up and missed by Hillam on the free throw, one-on-one. So Morgan Trojans, they rebound and they push quick into the front court. Turnover right there by Russell for Morgan. And Derek Hillam after the steal takes into the front court, pushes down low, finds Caleb Nelson. He's underneath, fake
there you
shot
go,
up
Caleb.
And in for Caleb Nelson for a quick two. And Carbon Dino's gonna take a timeout, gonna be a full timeout. We're gonna take a 1-minute break on KUSA FM 100 The Buzz. Be right back with you with live Dino basketball.
Are you tired of having to spend more time in the dental office than necessary? Why not minimize that by having your crown completed in a single visit? At Dr. Brett Lowe's office in Price, the highly trained team can fabricate porcelain crowns and other restorations in as little as 60 to 90 minutes with no impressions or temporary crowns. Most dental insurance plans are accepted. Call 637-2929 today to schedule your appointment.
Scoreboard 226. The Morgan Trojans, I was going to say lead 72-38. They put in a quick, easy two, 74-38, and then Carbon just with an unforced turnover. I'm not sure where that was, who it was meant for, but nobody picked it up, and Morgan controls. They get it down low to Christensen. Christensen gets it out to Cameron. Cameron is going to reset the offense. Derek Hillam with some defensive pressure right there, and forces a turnover. Ty Anderson pushes it in the front court. He's going to take it up, and beautiful attempt right there. Ty Anderson off the backboard. Derek Hillam misses the dunk. That was pretty. That was pretty. You know, you can't blame him for giving it a shot. Makes it fun.
No, that is cool. That's.
So out of bounds, off the Morgan Trojans, and Carbon Dino's going to control. Inbounding from the baseline is Braxton Bennett. He gets it to Derek Hillam from the wing. Three is off, and Morgan Trojans are going to control the rebound. And this game was with 1:45 left, 74-38. The Morgan Trojans lead the Carbon Dinos. So Morgan on the offensive end, some new names in there. Miles, the sophomore, he misses a 15-foot jump shot. Derek Hillam pushes up on the left side, gets it in the hands of Vasquez, who just checked in for the Carbon Dinos. Back to Derek Hillam. Another three-point miss by him on the wing. And Morgan Trojans are going to slow it down with the commanding 74-38 lead. They bring it to the front court. Saunders, another new name for the Morgan Trojans. He's fouled by Ty Anderson on the reach in. And that's 16 fouls for the Carbon Dinos and the second personal foul for Ty Anderson. So Morgan inbounds, they get in the hands of Spence. Spence gets it out to Cameron. Cameron with the dribble drive, he's pressured by Braxton Bennett. Down low, knocked away by Derek Hillam, and Morgan Trojans gonna maintain possession of this. And folks, 109 left on your fourth quarter scoreboard, brought to us by Sun Somewhere Real Estate. The Carbon Dinos 74-38 trailing the Morgan Trojans, and Morgan in control of the ball. They get it in. Ty Anderson's able to steal it away, get it in the hands of Derek Hillam. Derek Hillam into the front court. He pushes up and Euro step, and they're gonna call Another foul on the floor. Derek Hillam's going to go to the free throw line with 1 minute left. 74-38. Morgan Trojans in the bonus, or Carbon in the bonus. Morgan Trojans with 19 fouls. Derek Hillam first for one-on-one from the free throw line. And Derek Hillam has been the highlight for the Carbon Dinos in this second half. His first shot is up and short, rebounded by Spence. With 57 seconds left, 74-38, Morgan controls. Spence drives up, and he is hit hard. Actually, I don't think he was hit hard. He ran into Ty Anderson hard. I thought Ty was there.
There was a hard collision.
There was, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Ty Anderson. That's going to send Spence to the free throw line for the Morgan Trojans with 52.9 left on your fourth quarter scoreboard. The Carbon Dinos trail 74-38. First shot is up and off, and Derek Hillam controls the rebound. He pushes into the front court, top of the key. He spins, gets it back to Ty Anderson. Deep three for Ty Anderson, just short. Zamatakis for the rebound, gets it off to Braxton Bennett. It's up and missed. Rebounded again by Derek Hillam. Another offensive chance for the Carbon Dinos. He's in the corner, takes a screen from Vasquez and knocked away with 33.7 seconds left. The Carbon Dinos 74-38 trailing the Morgan Trojans. So Hillam will inbound. He gets it to Ty Anderson. Ty Anderson back to Hillam. Hillam from the top of the key. Gets it back to Ty Anderson on the wing. Nice Euro step by Ty Anderson right there. Misses the point blank range, contested point blank range. And they'll get it in the hands of Spence for the Morgan Trojans with 19 seconds left. He's going to be fouled by Ty Anderson, and that's going to send Spence to the free throw line. 16.7 seconds left. The Carbon Dinos trail 36 points, 74-38 to the Morgan Trojans, and Morgan trying to put a few more on the board from the charity stripe for Spence, number 23. He's the junior coming in, averaging 1.9 a game. I know he's got more than that thus far. Misses the first free throw.
He's got 4 in the first half. He hasn't scored any in the second half yet.
Well, not bad defense right there. And Carbon Dinos, deep three from the wing. Hillam's going to miss. It's going to be rebounded and controlled by the Morgan Trojans with 2 seconds left. They're going to call it travel, so 0.7 seconds left, folks. 74-38. The Carbon Dinos are going to fall to the Morgan Trojans, in the first round of 3A state playoffs, and unfortunately for Carbon, that will knock them out of playoff range. And last shot by Derek Hillam is up and missed from 10 feet. So we're going to take a 2-minute break. The Carbon Dinos fall to the Morgan Trojans, 74-38. And that will, unfortunately, like I said, eliminate them from playoff contention. Morgan will move on to Richfield next Thursday night. So give us a 2-minute break. We'll be right back with you live on KUSA FM 100, The Buzz.
Around here, we like a slower pace, but we don't suffer with slow internet. Emory Telecom provides fiber-fast, reliable internet and Wi-Fi, backed by local customer service. From email checkers to video streamers to hardcore gamers, we've got speed and data options to please all kinds of folks. If you need an upgrade or just have a question, get in touch. We can't wait to help. Emory Telecom, the right internet connection right where we live.
Shopping for the perfect car, truck, SUV, or van has never been easier at Auto Farm's Price Auto Group. With over 1,000 vehicles to choose from and the ability to shop 24/7 on the web, Auto Farm has the selection and flexibility to get you from your computer to the open road. Simply go to autofarmgroup.com and search the vast inventory of new and used vehicles by year, make, model, or even condition. Auto Farm Price Auto Group, located at 354 South Highway 55 in Price.
For the Carbon Dinos basketball season, They end up 8-15 overall on the season, and you know they ran into a juggernaut today in the Morgan Trojans.
You know, the Trojans is a well-organized team. They got a deep bench. They're a good bunch of kids. That's going to be a hard team to beat. They'll go far in this tournament.
They are. I think last time I looked at it, the Morgan Trojans were either sitting 1 or 2 in state rankings, and understandably so after watching just a quality team, top to bottom. So, like I said, 74-38 they fall, and let's get to some of the individual highlights and stats for the Carbon Dinos and the Morgan Trojans.
You know, you had Hillam in the second half, had 15 points in the second half, and what is he at, 23 overall for the whole game. He played his little heart out, Hillam did. But it just seemed like the Carbon offense never got started. You only had 3 players score in the second half, with Anderson scoring 4, Hillam 15, and Nilsson got a 2-pointer.
So Colin Lewis blanked in the second half after scoring 3 in the first half. And Zamatakis and Bennett, the other 2 starters, unfortunately for the Dinos, not able to get in the scoring category. And on the flip side of things, the Morgan Trojans.
Up and down the roster they were scoring. You know, their lead scorer on the day looks like probably Miles, but he was not even in the second half at all. I don't know if he even played, did he?
Very limited time, and I think he only took 2 shots in the second half. You know, he's their senior leader, and a tribute to their coach. They realized that he's the key to their success, to making a deep run. So he was limited in minutes, but boy, yeah, they just filled up the stat sheet, you know, top to bottom.
You know, and look at the consistency of the Trojans. They had 10 points in the paint in the first quarter, 8 in the second, 10 and 10. So they were consistent all day. You know, Carbon, the tell of the paint shows the outcome of the game, really, and we struggled. We struggled with getting in and getting our shots.
Yeah, 12 to 38 points in the paint, you know, with the Morgan Trojans, the advantage on that. And there was some size discrepancy, but not enough to justify that kind of a disparity in points in the paint. So
yeah, I agree.
Unfortunately, you know, the Carbon Dinos made a run at the Morgan Trojans. They were in this game in the first quarter. Second quarter got away from them a little bit. And again, if you didn't hear, if you're just joining us, 74-38. The Carbon Dinos boys basketball team fall to the Morgan Trojans, eliminating them from playoff contention. On the contrary, the Carbon Lady Dinos yesterday put a beating on the Manti Templars, and they're going to move on next Thursday night at 7 o'clock. They're going to take on the Richfield Wildcats, and that should be a really good game. So
you'll be there, Zach, right?
Absolutely, and Jordan Blank will be alongside me next Thursday night.
Jordan Blank, yep.
Jeff's got to do some skiing.
Yeah, I'll be skiing. Hopefully I come out of that alive. So let's talk about our player of the game. First off, I'd like to thank Dr. Mark Olson for presenting the player of the game, and remind you to, he wants to remind you to brush and floss daily. He offers family and cosmetic dentistry, in-office bleaching, crowns, veneers, implants, and emergency appointments. Call Dr. Olson today at 637-3236. I'm going to say our Carbon Dino player of the game should go to Hillam today.
23 points in his final senior game. And, you know, Derek Hillam has had one heck of a senior campaign. He's averaging 18.5 points on the season. He's battled through some injuries, you know, that we saw him miss a game or 2 with a hip injury. Not an easy thing to do when you have an injury like that, especially when you're the caliber of player that Derek Hillam is. But congratulations to all the Carbon Dino seniors. You know, I know it was a tough year and they didn't end up where they wanted to ultimately, but it was a team that never gave up. They were out there and they were battling every game, and you know, kudos to them and to that coaching staff to come out and give it your all every game.
Yeah, you got to give them a lot of credit. Good bunch of kids, you know, and I like them. I like a lot of those players on there. Little Ty Anderson, you got Big Lou. Big Lou's a character.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss this group of seniors. You know, I particularly Colin Lewis. I won't say a soft spot in my heart, but I've known Colin forever and been around him in basketball and football, and good luck to all of them in their future endeavors. You know, baseball season just right around the corner. Sponsorships available for that.
Yeah, if you're interested in sponsoring baseball, get hold of the radio station. They got sponsorships available. We'll be covering those games, and they're going to be a lot of fun to watch these kids keep going. And, you know, a bright future for every one of these ball players.
Absolutely. You know, the future is what they make of it, and that's the truth. They have like you say, they have a lot ahead of them. So we'll be excited to call their names again during the baseball season. As soon as we get rid of 4 feet of snow, we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, we'll have baseball. Right now, it's just frozen.
So, folks, that'll do it. We're going to wrap it up from Orem High School. Jeff Wood and Zach Palacios again. The Carbon Dinos fall 74-38 to the Morgan Trojans. Tune in next week live from Richfield High School, where our Carbon Lady Dinos continue their quest for a state title as they take on the Richfield Wildcats. So until then, safe travels, and we'll see everybody next week.
Drive safely, folks, and thanks for listening.
Appreciate you.